Hello, everybody, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I think season 2, episode 29. In today's episode, we are going to be finishing the job that we started in the last episode. So, without further ado, let's get started, and we are going to go backwards through this gas pump, which I don't think we're supposed to, but we're going to do it. Okay. Guess we aren't going to do it anyway. That is so loud. Okay, now we can turn. This trailer is really long, so let's turn right here. Oh, there's a cop. It's fine, we're not breaking the law, I think. Oh, well, we did just crash into that sign. This is a really, really long trailer. Alright, now let's turn after doing just a little off-roading, and we are home free. If you didn't go and see the last, or if you didn't see the last episode, I recommend going and checking it out. It was a good episode, lots of distractions, as in me getting distracted, resulting in some pretty interesting situations. I enjoyed recording it, so yeah, go watch it. You don't necessarily need to watch it to figure out, well, if you want to figure out what job we're doing, then you need to go watch it to understand this episode, but I guess all the American Truck Simulator episodes are pretty similar, more so for the actual just visual of driving and the discussion that happens in the episode than most of the episodes themselves. But if you like discussion, if you like watching driving and that sort of thing, then these are the videos for you. You know, whenever I record off of a laptop, which is why a lot of this can be on like lower grade recording, which this game doesn't look bad, because even though some of the textures and stuff are fairly grainy, it doesn't really lag, and the textures are still pretty good looking. But anyway, it came default with 12 gigabytes of RAM, and I upgraded that to 16, and it has a Ryzen 5 5500 processor, which is a pretty dang good processor, just by regular computer standards. So I like that, good. And then, per usual for most non-gaming laptops, because this is not a gaming laptop, it's a regular laptop, but it had pretty good specs, which is kind of weird, and it was $400. Now, it has a plastic chassis, and it isn't touchscreen, but I guess that was a trade-off for having the hardware, because it was 12 gigabytes of VRAM, or 12 gigabytes of RAM, a Ryzen 5 5500 processor. It had 1 gigabyte of VRAM, which is standard with non-gaming laptops, and then the other big spec, this is another off-the-price thing that they had, it was 256 gigabytes of RAM, oh my gosh, I need to stop saying RAM, of storage. So it had a really, really low amount of storage, but it was NVMe it was an NVMe SSD instead of an HDD SSD. I think it's HDD, or maybe I think it's HDD, which is a hard drive. Like it's a really big one. It has moving parts, and it takes up a lot of space. Now NVMe's are faster. They're faster loading times, and yeah, so it's a better form of storage overall. It's actually better if you have both types. One for like booting up games, and then anyway, that's a whole different complicated computer part subject. But overall, I would say for the laptop, it's better to have an NVMe SSD instead of an HDD SSD, because like I said, they're faster. And so I upgraded the 256 gigabyte NVMe to a 1 terabyte NVMe, which means now I have like 600 gigabytes of free storage that I will probably never fill up. And yeah, it's... Oh, I need to turn off the blinker, I guess. But that puts this laptop, as I said, I upgraded the RAM to be 16 gigabytes, so that puts this laptop at having 16 gigabytes of RAM, a Ryzen 5 5500U processor, 1 terabyte of storage, and then I could have sworn there was one other like major spec that I'm missing. Obviously, so is the 1 gigabyte of VRAM, because there's no way for me to upgrade that since it's integrated with the CPU, I think. I guess there isn't anything else, but yeah, so it's a pretty good laptop, pretty good hardware for what it was, and it ended up being, with the upgrades, the new hard drive, or solid state drive, was like $80, $100, something like that. And then the RAM for it, because I just bought one 8 gigabyte RAM stick, was $20, $30. Not much money. I think it was $20. So overall, this laptop, with tax on everything, was probably $550. And it ended up with those specs that I stated just a minute ago. So I'd say it was very worth it. It's an HP, because HP with their lower end models don't have specific names, they just have model numbers, and mine is an HP EF 2013 DX. Now the 2013 is just 2013, it's not actually from the year 2013, it was made in 2021, I think, 2022 maybe, fairly recently, and 2013 is just part of the model number, so don't get confused. This laptop was not made in 2013. It's much newer than that. I had a school laptop that was made in 2012 one time, and that was a dinosaur, but it's unrelated. It had horrible hardware. The weird thing about that is it had sucky hardware. It was a pretty bad laptop, but it still makes me nostalgic because that was whenever I was in middle school. So it kind of brings back a lot of memories of things like Kahoot and playing games that I probably shouldn't have been playing at the time with my friends, as far as during class time instead of doing our work. All that fun stuff. But it was kind of interesting because our middle school had school-issued laptops, and most middle schools don't have that because they don't trust kids with laptops, which I don't blame them, because a lot of laptops got broken. I guess we have to be in this lane. That makes sense. But still makes me reminiscent. I miss middle school in a lot of ways, but at the same time I don't. I think I like middle school better than high school, if I'm being honest. Okay, good. We made it through the... What? No! We made it through the yellow light. We definitely had the front of our truck through the yellow light. And, you know, I mean, if you have a bumper length, even if it's 4 inches into the zone of the intersection by the time it turns red, I mean, you're good. That's just how it works. Like, even if you have one centimeter across the white line in the intersection and it turns red, you're good, as long as it was during the yellow light. I mean, that's just traffic law. Everybody knows that. Simple facts, right guys? Right guys? Anyway, where I live, you have to be really careful, because people run the red light like up to 5 seconds after the light turns green on the other side, or I mean red on the other side. So it's always good to wait a few seconds before you actually go, otherwise you might end up in an accident, because a lot of people are stupid. So that's not really a exclusivity to where I live, but a lot of people are stupid in a lot of places. We can definitely say that about the world. But yeah. That's my wisdom for you today. A lot of people are stupid in a lot of places. Looks like we have 30 miles left on this job. I guess maybe I should have stopped at that first place that I was going to stop in the last episode to make this one a little bit longer, because I'm not sure we're going to even hit 15 minutes with only 30 miles left. But, oh well, it doesn't really matter. Most people get only some videos have as low as like a 16-second average view time. Some videos have all the way up to like 8 minutes and 30 seconds range at the highest. But, and then I talked about this exact thing in the last episode, but then there are also some videos that have like a up to like a 16 or 17 minute view time, basically the entire length of whatever that episode may be, because there may only be 2 views on the entire video, but those 2 people watch the entire video. And I always like that because, you know, I really appreciate it whenever people watch the whole video. Helps me out a lot, even if they may not be attentive or leaving comments. Even if you just have it running in the background, it helps me out a lot, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate likes. I'm not sure if they actually do anything, maybe with the algorithm. I'm not sure. It just shows me that people actually did enjoy the video. I mean, obviously, if you didn't enjoy the video, then don't leave a like, and that's okay, because not everybody's going to enjoy everything. I really love it whenever people leave comments, and I respond to every single comment I get, bar none. There's never been a single comment that I have not responded to. So if you leave 15 comments, I'll respond to all 15. I'm going to be honest, I might put a couple repeat responses if you're just saying hi. I may say hello twice, but I'll respond to them. You can test me. Leave 100 comments. I'll get through every single one. I dare you. That's just how dedicated I am. And you are not going to stop me. I hope to be able to maintain that as long as I can. Which, if I ever reach the stage where I'm at 100, like a couple 100,000 subscribers, then I might not be able to. But I might never reach that stage, so we'll just have to see. It's all about seeing. I'd love to do some more multiplayer videos on this channel, but I had one friend that I played a lot of multiplayer games with, and he ghosted me. He was in a Minecraft multiplayer series that I had on my channel for a little while. If you want to go look at that. My mic sounds really bad because I was using a headphone mic until my actual microphone, the one that I'm using right now, came in. But if you want to see a series with him in it, then that's the only one. I really enjoyed hanging out with him and talking with him, but we don't actually live close to each other, but we had known each other for like 3 years at that point. But one day he just stopped responding to me, and, you know, even though that is sad for me and honestly annoying, it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. I've tried reaching out a few more times since then, and the only time in like a few months that he responded to one of my messages was I messaged him happy birthday on his birthday, and he responded saying thanks, but that's been it. That's all. Who knows, maybe one day that'll change, maybe it won't ever, but ooh. We'll just have to see. It's all about waiting in the future, being patient. Ooh, I did not mean to get that close. We can get a little closer. We can get a little closer. We can get a little closer. Whew, we are literally touching the back of the thing. That's funny. I guess they won't go unless... Okay, there we go. Come on! My truck wasn't going forward for a second. Ignore me swallowing in the background. What the... Of course. Well, we've lost a total of almost $900 in violations on this job, but I think it's worth like $6,000. So, I think it'll be fine. We'll go ahead and get in the right lane. I hope this isn't an only turn lane. Okay, looks like it isn't, so we should be good. Let's go back into first person. Turn green, red light, stop being red, are you mad at me? Okay, thank you. Thank God I didn't have to go into a second verse of that song. Technically, I didn't even have to go into a first verse, but I did. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. That's what I thought. Checkmate. You see how that worked? You see how you just lost that right there? What are you going to do about it? That's right. Nothing. Boom. Double checkmate. I'm just a chess professional. I'm assuming that's how you play chess. Of course it's how you play chess. I'm the inventor of chess. Boom, triple checkmate. How do you know I'm not the inventor of chess? I mean, really, I've gotten you beat in every way there. The legendary triple checkmate doesn't lie. Anyway, here we are at the end of our journey, and it looks like we did make it to 15 minutes, so that's nice. We'll do let's play it safe per usual. And let's go unload the cargo. I was worried I was going to do that. Alright, well, let's back up. Okay, I think we made it past, thank God. Now we have to try to straighten out the trailer since it's curved from having to turn in like that. Alright, we'll go into third person. Alright, come on. Thank you. There we go. Looks like we're straightened out, or almost straightened out. Alright, we're almost there. Alright, apparently this counts. I guess since we just had the trailer lined up, it counts. Cool. And here we have our XP. Excellent. We'd technically got fined twice, but ignore that. And we made 6,300 bucks, so that's good. Let's continue, and just like that, $11,000 or over $11,000. So, I thank you very, very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. Bye. I just realized, if you're wondering why I said it like that, I just realized I forgot to take a screenshot for the thumbnail of this episode, but that's fine. It's all fine. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you in the next one. Bye.